Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopasantaye Yasyat Viradavakradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Parasargya Vachah Sarojam Amalam Geetartha Gandhotkatham Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shat Padairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvamsinaha Sreyase. With Bhagavan's grace, we came up to Slokam number 7 in 7th Adhyayam, chapter 7. Mattaha parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mayi karvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. Okay. Now going to Slokam number 8. Bhagavan says, my dear son of Kunti, I am the essence of water. I am the essence in water, the effulgence in the sun and the moon, the self-emanating sound in the Vedas, the sound present in the sky, the vitality in man. Jnana Vijnana Yogaha, Vijnanam, right? As Bhagavan said, how did the rishis get their name? Because they were seers. They were seers. They were looking and they saw. They were really looking to see where is the Lord? Where is the Lord? He's supposed to be everywhere. He says everywhere. Where is he? Where is he? Everything. That looking attitude, that looking perspective is the reason they were called rishis. So that pasyati, that they see. Same way here, what Bhagavan is telling us is to look. Hey, I am here. Look at me. You're looking the wrong thing. Look at me. I'm here. And that example is going to give several examples on that. And it is so beautiful, and it's as easy as a kindergarten education. It can be fun. It can be easily assimilated if we give up our preconceived notions. Okay, how difficult it is, and it is something foreign to me. It's good to talk about the Lord, good to hear about the Lord, but it is something that is very, very far away. No. He is there in everything around us, and He is going to give us the example. And he starts with this particular slokam. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhaspi sasi suryayoho pranavaha sarva vedeshu sabdaha ke paurusham nrushu. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryayoho pranavaha sarva vedeshu sabdaha ke paurusham nrushu. Rasaha aham apsu kaunteya prabha asmi padangal and word now. Sasi suryayoho pranavaha sarva vedeshu sabdaha ke paurusham nrushu. Those are the padangal. But the words are all very clear. Now, Kaunteya, son of Kunti, aham apsu rasaha. Okay, that is in the way we understand grammar, the way we are trained to form sentences. Okay, so that's the way it will come. Aham apsu rasaha. I am in water, the essence. I am the essence in water. Okay. So water is not colorless liquid or H2O or the chemicals and this, that. That's what we've been drilled into. Let us move away from it. Okay. What is it that is so tasty? What is it that is tasty here? Now, the five senses touching the five sense objects in the world, that is what Bhagavan is talking about. It is neither the senses nor the sense object, but that entity that attracts the sense to its sense object, that attracts the sense object to the sense. It's both ways. Example, okay, to make it easy to understand, how I learned it is you just watch an ant going towards a lump of sugar. So what we normally think, oh, ants like sugar, so if you spill sugar, immediately there is a line of ants that kind of come across along the edge of the wall, right? We have seen this all in our lives back in India. And so, oh my God, sugar, so ant comes. We stop there. But what does a rishi do? What is a real fear? Where is Bhagavan in this? It's a beautiful example, okay? And what it is, the ant is drawn to the sugar not by the sugar, not because of the sugar, because of the sweetness, the taste, the sweetness. Same way, that sweetness, what did the sweetness do? Sweetness has taken the form of a lump of sugar as well as the form of an ant. Therefore, the sweetness in the sugar and the sweetness in the ant can be exchanged. So it is not a simple thing like looking at it physically. Each one we have to go deeper into it. This is where the Lord is, because He is hiding behind all this is appearing and disappearing. So, but He is constant. So, apsuhu, in water, rasaha, essence, the taste. Okay. Next time, drink a glass of water. Just picture yourself as it is not the taste that is present in water that you are tasting. It is the taste that is present in you that is also present in that water, and that oneness of that is where the Bhagavan is. This is what samam, this is what the oneness is, this is divinity. So Bhagavan says a simple way to practice this, next time you feel thirsty, before you, now next question you should ask is, what does a rishi do? Just the statement I made. What does a rishi do? Why do I get thirsty? The physical answer is in order to keep the water balance in the body. No, that's not what it is. Why do I have to keep the water? What is it that gives me the thirst? You have to start asking questions like this and start looking into it. This is the Vijnana Yoga. This is through the understanding and looking for and trying to embrace and reach the Bhagavan who's present in manifold physical forms. Okay? So that's what Vijnanam is. So next time you take a glass of water, before you take it, simple practice, offer that water to the Lord. Bhagavan, Swami, this is for you. No, you are drinking this. Just think of Him. Just develop that habit, and then automatically that fact that mind is being directed towards the Lord itself will open its infinite gateways that all around us. Okay? So one entrance is apsuhu rasaha aham. Okay? I am present in water as a taste. Next one. Prabhaha asmi sasi suryayoho. Sasi is moon. Surya is the sun. Prabha, what is it? Effulgence. The light does not come from the sun. The sun is there as an entity, as a physical appearance that is going to disappear, but the effulgence that coming from the sun or coming from the moon, that is the Lord. I am that. Asmi, aham asmi, prabhaha, sasi suryayoho. Now, that comes for the vision. So that is a sense object, sense and the sense object pertaining to our vision. So you get an idea of where the Lord is in what I see, where the Lord is in what I taste, because He is the light and He is the taste. Okay? So, Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu, all the Vedas, the whole universe is immersed in Vedas. Veda is not something that is bound to a Mantra Pushpam book published by Ramakrishna Mission, or something that you download from the Google or internet and say, my God, I've got Purushaskutam now and Rudram now and all that. No. It is not that. Okay? Veda is a sound, is Sabdanga, right? It is a most advanced, even superior to Sanskritam. And the language that the Vedas are shared and it's present in the atmosphere everywhere around us, in and outside, both inside us as well as outside, that language, the name has been given as Chandas. And that Sabdham, that acoustic science, if you want to call it, okay, that has got basis for it, the word Om. Okay, and there's an Upanishad, has been, Bhagavan, Rishigal has explained to us the beauty of this Om, okay, where it comes from, how it travels through, how does it so-called end, because everything that appears has to disappear, including the sound. So, for example, if you take Om, it disappears and dissolves and comes to its oneness in the silence that follows it. A sound originates from silence and goes back to silence. Okay, so that Om, Pranavaha, that present in all the Vedeshu, all the Vedas, that Pranavaha, Aham Asmi, that is me. Okay, so he's pointing the direction to us, where to look for him. Sabdaha Ke, Kaha, Kam, Kaha. That means it's a sky. Okay, now before that, so when we talked about Sarva Vedeshu, Pranavaha, Aham Asmi, in all the Sabdangal, in all the sound that forms the Vedas, that we hear, right? So that is Pranavaha. Kam, Ke, Sabdaha. So what is present in the sky from our sense perception point of view, right? It is a sound that is present in the sky. So the sense and the sense object. Without, like if you go to a vacuum, for example, we know in science, right? And you cannot hear it, right? You cannot hear the sound. The sky, the Kam, K, or as a grammatical formation is different from Akasha. Akasam is not sky. Akasam means space. And there is Akasam between the nucleus of an atom and the electron surrounding it. Okay? So to give you an example, that space is different. Akasam is what we call as a sky. So K Sabdaha, I am present in as sound in the sky. Paurusham Nrushu Aham Asmi. I am present as the Paurusham. Nrushu means in men, in human beings. Now, what is this Paurusham? Okay, Purusha Suktam is different. Where a Purusha is present, there is Paurusham. Purusha is the one who is the indweller in a body. Puru means an embodiment. Embodiment need not be and definitely not limited only to the human form. Okay, it is only one Upadhi. It's only one form. There are 8.4 million types of forms are there in Bhagavan's creation. So we are just only one. And even the thought that we have, even the feelings that we have, each one is a Puru. Each one is a body of the Lord. But who's present in that present indweller of that Puru, that is Purusha. So what does that Purusha do for Nrushu, for human beings? He gives us vitality, right? It's not the body that has got vitality. It is not the mind that has got vitality. It is not the intelligence that has got vitality. What is it that gives vitality to all this? We call this as life breath that keeps our body moving. Now, for a second, if you think beyond the body into our mind, what is the Shakti there that gives all these thoughts and experiences and so many things going on in our mind? That is not life breath. That is something else, right? So, the life breath, the breathing we take goes to the body, but then the mind is something else, right? So then beyond that intelligence, what is it that gives the power? that Paurusham, that vitality is me, Aham Asmi. That is what Bhagavan says. So here he is introducing us the most basic, beautiful level of how we live and perceive our life. We live in this world around us. We call this universe, we call this that. We put so many words, but those are all words. They're all limited, they're meaningless. But we perceive, we cognize, we enjoy, we suffer, all the things we do because of the interactions between the senses and the sense objects. The five senses and the five sense objects. But the entity that is attracting each sense to its corresponding sense object and each sense object to its corresponding sense. It's a two-way street. Okay, that entity, Ramyate iti Ramaha, that attractive force, that attraction is what Bhagavan is. That attraction is nothing but daya, nothing but prema, nothing but love. You may call it gravity, you may call it magnetic force, that doesn't matter. Okay, so when you look at it like that, then you get the perspective of a rishi. This is the introduction from the Lord into the world around us, into the science of Vijnana, Vijnana Yoga. Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryayoho pranavas sarva vedeshu sabda ke paurusham nurushu. Bhagavan continues. This is so practical and so immediate to us on a personal level that is why with Bhagavan's grace I took some extra time and went a little bit beyond than what I normally do. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you. Number 9. Number 9 is, I am the comforting smell of the earth, the light in the fire, the life force of all beings, and the penance in those performing penance. Very the beautiful. Next slokam is also, every slokam is like a gem, treasure. Okay. Punyo gandaha prativyam cha tejaha asmi vibhavasau. Jivan sarvabhuteshu tapascha asmi tapasvishu. Punyo gandaha prativyam cha tejasasmi vibhavasau. Punyo gandaha prativyam cha, because we can keep it like that because Bhagavan is continuing, from the previous slokam, right? Punyo gandaha prativyam cha tejas cha asmi vibhavasau. Jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. Punyo gandaha prativyam cha tejaha cha asmi vibhavasau. Going to the Padangal. Jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapascha asmi tapasvishu. Punyo gandaha. That means, it's very interesting. In our colloquial Tamil, we say, Natham, right? Natham is the smell. Natram is the pure Tamil. But then we always, when the smell is not pleasant, we say Durnatram, It's very interesting. Even though Natram is just smell, it does say these are bad or not good. But we add that thing. Like that, Punyo Gandaha. Now, the word beautifully, it is not Sugandhaha. Okay? Sugandhaha is very pleasing fragrance, right? Bhagavan has used the word Punyo Gandaha, and you can think, why is he using a Punyo Gandaha? You must analyze. Because now each one of us is wanting to be a rishi, right? We have taken a first step. How does a rishi look into this? How does Bharadwaja, Agastya, or Vasishta, look into the same thing that you and I look at? So, or the rishis living in Himalayan mountains even today, So, Punyo Gandaha Prithivyav. So, the earth, what is the characteristic of the earth, other than patience? Okay, that is another quality. But in the sense world, the world of senses, the earth gives smell. Okay? So the smell is Gandham. But Punyo Gandham is the smell that directs you to the lotus feet. Remember the definition of punyam and papam. There's no need to get confused on this. Okay, everything is very clear and everything is very simple. Okay, remember, very simple. So punyam means in the company of God. Punyam means mind is thinking of God. That whatever you do in the company of God is punyam. There is no papam associated with it. At the same token, anything that we do that is not done in the company of God. Company means how do you keep company of God? I mean, He's all around. He's above, below, in me, outside me, above me and behind me. So what is this company that I'm going to keep? In my mind. I think of God, then I keep His company. So thinking of Him, so when I smell something from the earth, immediately my mind and my thoughts go towards the Lord. That becomes a punyo gandha. Like very easily, we all have experiences when there is some rain comes, very short period of rain, and we know the rain is going to be short. What is the smell coming from the earth? It is so beautiful. Like that you can think. Punyo gandha prutubhyav aham asmi. That is, I am that punya gandham. That the smell that directs you to me. By the same token, when the smell is not pleasant, okay, now we should not be repelled by it. We should not. Instead, you negate that repulsion, it becomes an attraction. What is it? That's a reminder to me to smell the Lord. Swami, I cannot bear the smell. Where are you? Mind goes there. Then that becomes punyogandha also. Okay? Cha and tejaha sa asmi vibhavasau. Vibhavasau is fire. Okay? Tejaha cha. Tejaha is the effulgence, the illumination, the light. That when you see a fire, there is light there, right? So what is that light? Immediately we should not think in terms of carbon and oxygen and carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and all these things. Okay? No. Hey, what is it that gives it the light? Okay? That thing that shows up as the light so that my eyes can see it. Right? My ears cannot see, but my eyes can see it and I interact. This is an enjoyment and experience in this world that Bhagavan has given. That light is me. Prabhavasau, vibhavasau, tejaha asmi. Next one, sarvabhuteshu jivanam cha. That we all know. Okay? What is the life force in all the beings, right? We all know that, right? That we without any explanation, we know. That life force, it's not the breath. The breathing in and breathing out is only one aspect of it. Okay, that is just a tool. That's just a thing that Bhagavan employed. But the life force is beyond that. The life force is the one that makes a breath come in and the breath going out, and also stay put. All the 5 pranas that we all know about. So that life force makes all that happen. So we must think along those way and then direct ourselves to the Lord and look for Him. Then tapasvishu cha tapaha cha asmi. Now tapas, we have covered this before. Again, with Bhagavan's grace, why I'm probably talking more than what I would normally do, because it's not planned. This is the way Swami wants me to share it with you. But it's almost, not almost, it is like bringing down the practice, the preaching, the teaching that Bhagavan has given, and the practice and the pathway, everything to the most personal level. Without even doing meditation, without doing all the things of, Bhagavan talked about. But He's making it so easy. It's like taking a normal, you walk, which is normal to us. Okay? We breathe, it is normal to us. So He's saying, I'm here. Okay? All around you, within you. Look at me. So it is so immediate and so personal and so easy to do. Okay? And so tapasvishu. So tapaha. Tapas means purification. Okay? And purification of what? Yes, we can say we go take a bath, physically use a soap and all that. Yes, that's on a body level. That's okay. That's called bathing. It's one form of purification. But this is more than that, right? We are talking of the impurities, the 6 enemies, the 6 types of impurities we have are in our mind, right? So removal of those impurities is purification. So how do you remove that? It's a mental process. It's a mental process, okay? And the removal of that impurities can take place only when the mind is directed towards the lotus feet. Remember, the purity is only at the lotus feet. So you have to go there in order to get purified. Nowhere else you will get purity. So the mind has to think. The more it thinks of the lotus feet, the Atma, the indweller, divinity, God, whatever we want to call it, Rama, Krishna, doesn't matter. The more it thinks of it, the more pure it becomes and the less impure it becomes. That process of that exercise of doing that is tapas. So tapas vishu are those people who are involved in this purification process. So where is the Lord in this? In the purification process, in things that get purified, I am the tapas. I am the purity. I am the purity. I am the shraddha. I am the determination. I am the commitment. I am the love that is present, that impels you, that attracts you to purify yourself in this process, to engage in this process. That tapas is me. Look at me, Bhagavan says. Okay? Punyo gandha pratuvyam cha tejaschasmi vibhavasau jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. So we will close for today. It's just about 9:15. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.